All right, ready to go here. And now, Tony Oliva.
The right fielder, Tony Oliva.
Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. And that's in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the air, left field, down the line. Reaching down, makes the catch. Stepping in, Alan Trammell. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike one.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Headed towards the corner. Sanchez on the run. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. 2 outs. Base is empty. Lou Brock now at the plate. In the air, left field. And a foul ball. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. All right, ready to get underway. Here's the center. Fielder Pete Crow Armstrong. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
in the dirt, and a count even 1-1. Bunts it towards the mound. Slings to first. One up, one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Raul Ibanez. And there's a ball.
1-0.
Hard hit, right side. Lau sends it to first, and there's 2 down. Travis Bazzana digs in now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Piazza fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here at PNC Park, and the right-hander with the good curveball, Lance McCullers Jr.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And the batter will be the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
No ball.
1 out,
strikes.
bases empty. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Nabs it. 2 up, 2 down. Tony Oliva, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Bernie Williams. Kane back to work.
We have a switch hitting legend at the plate right now, Boo. Bernie is just so smooth with everything he does. He can swing it, he can field it, and rumor has it he can really play the guitar. He's one of those guys that is just great at everything he does.
That's a slider for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Mike Piazza getting ready to hit. Not close with that one. Ball 1. No score here in the second. Just missed.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Ball.
And another ball.
I got 3-0.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. And that one fouled off. And a 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Popped up. Trammell. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. Shortened a bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. And strike two. 2 outs, base is empty.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. Palmeiro. And they put the tag on him for the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Mike Piazza.
For the Pirates, the catcher, Mike Piazza.
Big swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
You
talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off
balance as well.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No
Yeah,
balls,
we go
2 strikes.
beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Fought off foul. 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. They get the force, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones.
Hey.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
The wind and the pitch. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging. Piazza fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away and the strikeout. Here's Victor Robles. First pitch misses. Robles measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Slinging it to first in time. Now here is Rafael Palmeiro. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And the batter now, Pete Crow Armstrong. Tap foul at the plate. Pickoff move to first. Palmeiro back on a dive. Palmeiro off of first with 2 away. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-2 now. Runner on the go. Bunted back towards the mound. The throw to first. That ends the frame. Back here in Pittsburgh, and here is Brandon Lowe. And that one fouled off.
Well, these guys definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the left fielder, Lou Brock. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Foul ball. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, De La Cruz. And he's safe at first.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there.
The batter,
Good hustle
number 3,
getting down the line.
shortstop,
And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
There goes Brock.
0-1's the count.
Caught in a rundown now. He was caught in between there, and they'll tag him out the baseline, and that will end the inning. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Raul Ibanez. First offering, and it just misses.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
A sliding stop. The throw, and they get the out.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Little chopper rolls foul.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. That one ripped. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
4th inning underway, no score. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here at PNC Park, now it's the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Late swing fouled off. McCullers winds, fires. Right side. Robles hauls it in for the out. Tony Oliva now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And that one popped in the air left field. Ibanez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Mike Piazza
now
digs in now.
Catcher,
Fly to
Mike
center his first time.
Piazza.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And now the 0-1. Robles settles under this one, corrals it, and that will end. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Mike Piazza. Kane back to work. That one finds the zone. And it's 0-1.
Well, these players, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out. Here's Ellie. No matter what he does on the field, it feels exciting.
Ellie De La Show, partner, an electric player. No wonder they put him on the cover.
Puts a bunt down. On the run, sends it over to first. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Chipper Jones, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Kane picks over De La Cruz. Dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Pitches low.
No strike.
Safe at second, and that was not close. Up the middle. Loud. Slings to first in time. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And he grounds one to the right side. Bazzana throws to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So up next, Rafael Palmeiro. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
He hauls it in. 2 away.
The batter,
Chipper Jones will hit next.
Hitter, Chipper Jones.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. He caught it behind his back. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out. Back here in Pittsburgh, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
Victor Robles.
That one misses. 1-0. This one high in the air to left center. And it's caught for the out. And here's the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a foul ball. Palmeiro, 28 years old, and he was born in Cuba. That one ripped right center field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Thought about third, but back to second safely.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. He's trying for third. Trying to move him over here. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. The throw comes in too late, and they get a run at home. One down, runner at first. Next to hit, Raul Ibanez. Kane keeping an eye on him. He's grounded out a couple of times. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. To the right side. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two. Safe at the plate, and the missed play comes back to bite them. And they lead by 2. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. 2 outs, runner at first. Next is the dead runner on the move. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. That one felt good. It's 4-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Got him swinging. Well, we go bottom 6. Lau at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Way inside, gets out of the way. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
LeMahieu stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the...
Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Gets it to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice. Now the number 2 hitter, Alan Trammell.
Shortstop, Alan Trammell.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Lau at second with 2 down. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Shortened the bunt and missed it.
0-1's the count.
And that's bunted out in front of home plate. Piazza gets it to first. Close play against the speedy runner. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. Lifted in the air, right field. Oliva grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Well struck right field. Oliva raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Tony Oliva. Swing and a miss as he was late.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on. And it stays fair. Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
There's a swing and a drive. Robles ranging back, hauls it in on the warning track. Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one.
That's an out.
Over to first, but he beats it.
He's safe.
Rafael Palmeiro digs in now. That one not close, and that's ball one. Nimmo, the runner at first with two gone. And he hits a ground ball right side. Bazzana, not in time. He's safe. Chipper Jones, the next to hit. Reaching down and makes the grab. Ready to begin the eighth. And now here is Rafael Palmeiro. Kane back to work. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And it's fouled off. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at that.
And that's in the dirt. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the eighth. And that one is in the dirt. And now 2-0. Just missed.
3 balls, no strikes.
That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
So digging in, Raul Ibanez. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Check on the runner. The 0-1. Runner goes again. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add to their lead. It's 6-0. One down. And now Travis Bazzana. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
On a line out towards center. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
That one hammered center field. Back there. Into the bushes and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 7-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Nimmo has it sized up. Drops into the glove. And this one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt.
1 strike.
Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And first offering is fouled off. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Gone! He'll circle the bases, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now here is Alan Trammell. Base knock right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball.
They take the force out, and that is that. We go to the ninth. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Gets the bunt down the right side. And he's safe at first as no one can get to the bag in time. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones. 0 for 3 in this one. There goes the runner. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score easily. The throw in. In there safely.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And
swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brock makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. He beats it safe. And it's an 8-run lead.
Number 25.
And now the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Now a screamer into the outfield. Oliva makes the grab for the second out. So 2 down now, and here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Center field. Brock really on his horse for it. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him. Mike Piazza.
Now pitching. Camilo Doval.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Doval, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's 1 down. And here is Brandon Nimmo. Reaching for it and brings it in. So
now
it's their last chance in this one at the plate. Rafael Palmeiro. And that is out of play. 2 outs. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. 9-1. Here's Victor Robles.
Leading off for the Pirates, the right fielder, Victor Robles.
And that's in for a strike. And we're underway. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the dirt, now 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And a miss, struck him out.
The shortstop.
So up next, Alan Trammell. Ball one there. Woo, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Lou Brock, the next to hit, takes ball one. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch, execution. And
well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it. Back at Comerica Park, and on the mound today, Luis Gil. What do you got on him, Chris?
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off, I can promise you that.
Back here in Detroit, here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. Swinging a foul out of play. In the air to left, down the line. Brock hauls it in, and there's one away. Now at the plate, Christian Campbell. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. One out, base is empty. Smoked on the ground, a second. Lau sends it to first. That's out number 2. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Outside.
That's out.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and that's the third out. And we're back, digging in, Mike Piazza. Woo, back to work. That one fouled off. Now the 0-1. Betts handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. And a base hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And here's the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Trout on his horse. Brings it in. 2 away. So now the DH spot, Chipper Jones. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Bottom bottom of the second.
Leading
Vladimir
off,
Guerrero Jr. now.
The first baseman.
Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
Makes the catch for the out. Anthony Santander at the plate. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Siggy. Ground ball to the right side. Slings to first in time. Here's Mookie Betts.
The shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Pitch ball misses. And that is ball 1. Up the middle, Loud. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning, and now it's Brandon Lau. Fought off foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's DJ LeMahieu. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. And that skips into
2 strikes.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Victor Robles. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
The count.
And ball 1. Top of the 3rd, no score. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Guerrero makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back at Comerica Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now, Mickey Mantle. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, Mike.
Pretty impressive lineup. Like Trout hitting this far down in the order. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner holds up, They're at first and second with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
He's got it. One away. Cut off, throw to third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. Fly to left his first time. Missed with a changeup. Ball one. Little trouble with this one behind the plate.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So awesome.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out. Back here in Detroit, now it's going to be Alan Trammell. On the ground at first, Guerrero. He'll do it himself. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. So digging in, Lou Brock. That missed by a lot. Ball one.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Inside. And that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker but couldn't find a zone. Go ahead run on base. Piazza now at the plate. On the ground to first. Throws to second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these guys just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
That's in there. 2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
0-1.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fly to left his first time.
Baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And it's fouled away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's inside.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one in the air, center field. Nimmo has it sized up. He makes the grab. And that'll do it. Ready now for the 5th inning. And the batter now, Brandon Nimmo. Wu back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Santander racing after it. Brings it in, and there's one away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Palmeiro in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Right through there for a strike. Misses inside. Ball two.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty.
3-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. And now Brandon Lowe. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Bunts it back towards the pitcher. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. As they jump ahead, a run scores. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. And there's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And here it comes. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One out. Runners at first and second.
3.
Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Anthony Santander. And that one fouled off. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Just missed.
Ball 2.
And that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Betts. Grounded out his first time up. Now one missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Nimmo has it sized up. 2 down. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Robles brings it in for the third out. Back at Comerica Park, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the right fielder, Victor Robles. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Up and in, and a count 2-1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Late with the swing there.
Count is 3-2.
Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Alan Trammell. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Here's the left fielder, Lou Brock. He's 0 for 1. Popped up left side. Pendleton on the move. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, here's Trout.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
0-2.
.99 miles per hour to finish him off. Stepping in, Jason Varitek. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike one. Fouled off. He was late. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Terry Pendleton will hit next. Fastball is outside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. And we're back. And here's the catcher. Mike Piazza.
The catcher, Mike Piazza. Now pitching, Randy Rodriguez.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. It's 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 2. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Scoops it up barehanded. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second. And next is the designated hitter, Chipper Jones.
Designated hitter, Chipper Jones.
Sliced hard but foul. Rodriguez, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen. Runner takes off for third. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Swing and a miss, and that is. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Christian Campbell. And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nimmo sizing this one up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And now Kyle Schwarber.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch misses.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. They're painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab, and a couple of quick outs. So now it's the full. Hole hitter Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. The changeup missing. 1-0. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Lined into left center, base hit.
The left fielder, number 25.
And here is Anthony Santander. First pitch swinging.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front.
And he got him. Strike 3. Back at Comerica Park. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Outside low, and it's 1-1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1.
And ball 1 to LeMahieu.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swings through that. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again. Bats up with it. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. Now it's the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. 2 outs. Runner takes off. Pitch is high. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and now it's Mookie Betts.
Pinch hitting. Yes. Caglito.
Heel back to work. And there's a ball. That one outside. And the count is 2-0. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now a chance for Mickey Mantle. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that bunted towards third. LeMahieu on the run, throw to first. In time, got him.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. Close one doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-2. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Robles gets under it. And that is the inning. Back here in Detroit. The batter now, Alan Trammell. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one the other way. He steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Lou Brock getting ready to hit. And look out.
Perfect.
That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Piazza.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Hung up in a rundown now. And they tag him out. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And we're back. Last chance for the home team. Leading off, Terry Pendleton. Yeah, that's fouled off. Way upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Nimmo on a dead sprint, racing back onto the track, and he makes the catch. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
That's off the inside corner, and 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Dives and makes the catch.
Just a great jump off the bat, and he was fully committed. Lays out, dives, makes a beautiful catch, and his pitcher is going to be pretty happy about that one.
So they're down to their final out. Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. This could end it. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitch.